Assalamu alaikum. I want to talk about something that's very, very important. When learning Arabic, there's various different levels that we need to kind of get to. I remember when I was first learning Arabic, my acid test was that when I'm reading the Quran and the verse, for example, says those people are going to go to hell or those people are paradise, I'd try and see if I got it right. Was it talking about good people or bad people? That's a very low level, which is good, obviously, to kind of get basic vocab and basic structure, but that's like level 1. Level 2 is that you kind of understand the vocab, you understand the grammar. Level 3 is you understand the rhetoric. And you find that actually without rhetoric, there are huge things that are lost on you. You don't understand the flow, you don't understand the basic message sometimes. So I just want to give an example of that, by the importance of studying rhetoric. One of the things we talk about in rhetoric is the ilm al-ma'ani. Ilm al-ma'ani is the use of indefinite words. Like, why would a word be indefinite? So on a kind of level 2 level, you're thinking, yeah, level 2 would be like, oh yeah, I understand what indefinite word is, like a as opposed to the. So that means I know the difference between like shajara versus ash-shajara. It's pretty easy, a versus the. But it's not that simple in reality. So here's a hadith, very famous hadith. It's in Sahih Muslim. That's narrated before, that the Prophet ﷺ said, "Hal tadruna mal muflis?" Are you all able to figure it out? Can you do diraya? Can you figure out what it means to be broke, to be bankrupt? قالوا المفلس فينا من لا درهم له ولا متاع. They said, Ya Rasulullah, it's obvious, right? We know what the definition of somebody the muflis in our eyes, somebody who is broke, is he doesn't have any money and he doesn't have anything to sell, right? فقال المفلس من أمتي من يأتي يوم القيامة بصلاة وصيام وزكاة. So this is the tricky part where I'm going to get lost on purpose. So the bankrupt person, the person who has nothing on Judgment Day, is whom? Is who? The Prophet ﷺ says that he who comes on Judgment Day with a prayer, بصلاة, وصيام, and a fast, وزكاة, and a zakat. ويأتي وقد شتم هذا وقذف هذا وأكل مال هذا وسفك دم هذا وضرب هذا. Okay, and then the hadith continues, and he comes having had, right? On a grammatical level, I can say, yeah, having had. This is wal hal, waqad, right? That's a hal. That means this is kind of saying while he has already done these things, he has cursed so and so and accused so and so without right, taken so and so's property, killed so and so, struck so and so. Okay, so far I understand the hadith is saying that he's bankrupt because he didn't pray much, and he didn't give much zakah, and he didn't fast much because he only did one fast. So he is bankrupt because A, he didn't do much worship, and B, he wronged a lot of people. So then the hadith continues and says what will happen is, as we know, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will allow the person who was wronged to get their justice from the person who wronged them by either taking their good deeds, and if it's not enough, by that person taking their bad deeds, etc. May Allah protect us. So I understand then on a grammatical level that you're bankrupt on Judgment Day if you don't pray much and you wrong people. If you don't fast much and you wrong people. If you don't give a lot of zakat and you wrong people. That's what the hadith tells me. It's actually wrong. Error. Invalid application. Or where was it wrong? It could be salatin. Salah means prayer. Salatin, a prayer. What's the big deal? What it actually means is that tankir is for takthir. What it actually means is bi salatin kathira, right? وصيام كثير وزكاة كثيرة جدا. So what it means is that person who comes on Judgment Day having had fasted his whole life, having had prayed his whole life, having had given tons of zakat, but because he fooled himself thinking that rights of other people are not a big deal, when in reality the rights of other people are huge and it's something we cannot really contend with at all. He is bankrupt because his sole investment was in good deeds with Allah, but he wronged other people. So he is bankrupt because all of his good deeds are taken away. Now the hadith makes sense that he's piled up these good deeds and then he's now bankrupt because all of those good deeds were given to somebody else. So where do I learn that? So if I didn't know the word salah, yeah, you got level 1 to go through now. You need to really crack that basic level of basic words. Level 2, you've understood the basic words and how they tie together. But you need to get that next kind of level of rhetoric to really understand Arabic properly. And otherwise you'll just be lost countless times. So we need to learn all of those things, inshallah ta'ala. May Allah give us tawfiq to do that. Jazakumullah khair.